Hello and welcome. I'm Holly. Welcome to this yoga flow where we'll be focusing on backbending today. So this backbend focused, I'm splitting up into two different videos. This first video today will be focusing on arm overhead backbends, and then a follow-up video will be arm behind backbends. There's a lot to cover in these videos, so I wanted to break them down to kind of make it a bit more accessible. So today with the arm overhead backbends, we need to kind of look at ways of really mobilizing the shoulder joints. So backbends require a lot of strength, but also a lot of mobility into the shoulders. So we want to kind of work through some active range of movement through the shoulders to build strength there. And then secondly, we don't want to actually spend too much time bearing weight onto the shoulders, because functionally their function is not to actually bear weight on them. Designed to move things, lift things, but not actually kind of bear weight onto them. And then thirdly, the shoulders obviously play a big part in backbending, but they are not the only thing that can cause a bit of restriction sometimes. If we find that backbendings can be tricky at times, sometimes the restriction is actually in the legs. So if you sit a fair amount of time, you sit at a desk, you're driving a lot of time, your quads, these hip flexor muscles generally get quite short. So backbending then becomes quite tricky. We've got less movement in through our spine because we're so short into the legs and perhaps weak here as well. So we want to spend a bit of time really lengthening, loosening out the hip flexors, also the hamstrings at the back, and also our glutes. If we spend time really getting looser here, then it frees up some movement in through your spine as well to help with your backbending. So combining lots of lengthening, strengthening in the legs with our shoulder mobilizing and strengthening, we'll then get a nice base of support ready for our backbending. With backbending as well, what tends to happen is we see this big, beautiful picture of these big arched spines, and we look at these ideas of how far we can go, but actually try not to feel it. Try not to actually think of the big picture, the big arch of your spine. Instead, what I want you to feel is stability, a sensation of equilibrium through your spine, so that rather than going really far into that arch, less perhaps, but really being in tune with the sensation that you get through the lower, the mid and the upper back. And that's key, because generally backbending is great for our spines, especially in our modern day lives where we spend more time sort of slouching forwards. So being able to kind of reverse that movement in our spine is really good for us if we are doing it with good skill, with good distribution, and we're stable in it. So we want to spend a bit of time really focusing on that sensation of feeling in your spine today. Okay, so let's get started. If you have a block, grab a block. If you don't, that's fine. You could replicate by simply rolling up your yoga mat halfway, and then you're kind of using this elevated surface a bit like a block. So, or you could use a cushion or something, but you want it to kind of create this sort of surface. So we're going to come to lie down onto our mat. I've got the block to hand and I'm going to lie down. So just start to settle the back of the head into the ground, settle down the hips, press down into your feet as well. And we're going to take the block, or if your mat's already rolled up, you're going to place that block or that elevated mat just underneath your sacrum, so the bony part at the base of the spine. And you want to kind of feel like the weight of the hips are just dropping down into that surface. It should generally feel comfortable. If it's not, maybe you need to kind of move the block a little bit. Don't have it too far up your spine. Have it so that you kind of got the fleshy part of the bottom sort of just off the edge. And then just start to settle in for a few deep breaths. So lying down, maybe the eyes close. Take a nice deep breath in and a breath out through the nose. Again, a nice deep breath in And a breath out through the nose. Good. So just taking a moment to really settle in. Notice how the body feels here. We'll spend a bit of time beginning with just really getting loose and opened up through the front of the legs, the hamstrings and quads, glutes, as I mentioned before. So from here, keep the left foot pressing down onto the floor, but extend the right leg long and just let that right leg just go. So you're not kind of gripping or engaging or anything right now. You're just going to let the leg be loose, feel that sense of lots of length through that right side, that long quad hip flexor muscle. And we'll take 2 breaths here. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Good. Now we're going to start to press the right heel firmly into the floor. And as you press down, I want you to feel the sensation of that big quad muscle, the hip flexors, the hamstrings at the back, and your glutes, all starting to engage and come on. For this, the reason for this is that we want these muscles to be lengthened out, but also strong in that lengthened position. So press firmly into the ground, activate those muscles, breathe in, and then breathe out, just let it go. Let's do 2 more. Press the heel firmly into the ground, breathe in, feel the muscles on, and then breathe out. 1 more there. Inhale, press into the ground. Notice that sensation of the muscles coming on, and then exhale to release. Good. Let's keep right leg where it is, nice and long. Hug the left knee to the chest. So we're still continuing to get that nice long length through the right side, hugging the left knee in. Maybe you feel some sensation through that left glute. But essentially, we're just really starting to warm up those legs, get as much length into them as we can. Couple of deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Again, inhale. And exhale. Nice and slowly release. Bring that left foot to the floor. Slide the right foot back towards you. And you're going to take your right hand and you're going to bring the right hand to your right ankle. From there, you're going to see if you can slide the right foot back. Now I'll change foot position so you can see. So you're going to try and slide the foot back towards you. So you're pointing your toes up towards your armpit. Now, some like to hold and cup the foot. Sometimes I like to do that as well. I feel like I've got some stability there for the foot. If you're finding it a real struggle to get the toes back, just ease in and out of the pose so you're not staying in it for too long if you get that feeling of cramp. This is really common because our feet are just not used to doing this. Supported in shoes all the time. So when we sort of really stretch them out, it can be a little bit of a wake up for them. So we're really starting to lengthen. So it should be your right hip flexor still getting lots of length through the front there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just do what you can there to get as much length into that right side. Breathing in. Good. And then gently release, breathing out. Good. Come back to neutral, keeping both feet flat on the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're going to keep right foot there. And this time extend the left leg nice and long. And just let it go. Let it feel loose here. Just passive in that stretch. Lots of length into that left side now. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Again, breathing in. And breathing out. Let's start to wake up those muscles a bit now. So actively push the left heel into the ground. Notice where you feel it the most. For me, it feels like my glutes are doing a lot here. So I want to try and really get that hamstring to wake up a little bit. Let's try and get my hip extensor at the front. Those quad muscles working. Press through the ground and release. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, press into the ground. Wake up through those leg muscles. Exhale, release. Let's do that again. Press, reach, inhale. And release. Perfect. Keep the left leg long. Hug the right knee to your chest. So again, just noticing the sensation through the legs, the hips, back of the legs. This is where we're just really focusing our attention at the moment. So deep breath in, hug the right knee in, exhale. Good, breath in, breath out to slowly release the right foot down. Then bending that left knee. Left hand to come to meet your left ankle. And as we did on the other side, can we slide and point those left toes back? So again, I'm just sort of cupping the foot here, trying to support it. My foot kind of is waking up. That cramp sensation does creep in now and again. So just easing in and out if you need to. I haven't done the other side, so I'm just going to do that. And you just want to really just feel that sensation. Lots of length into the front of your left hip there. Couple of deep breaths, breathing in, breathing out. Good, again, breathing in and breathing out. So really slowly release the feet. Good, take a breath here and a breath out, and then press the feet into the ground as you slowly remove your block there to the side. Good. Wiggle out the hips and then hug your knees to your chest. Give your back a rounding, a bit of a massage as you round the back. Rock from side to side. Good. And then we're going to roll over to one side and then carefully make your way up to come to all fours position. Good. So with your arms, your block rather, grab your block, just bringing it back into your mat, and you're going to bring that just in front of you on your all fours position. So if you've still got your yoga mat rolled over, you could still use that slightly rolled part of your mat there, and you're going to take your elbows onto your block or your rolled up yoga mat, and just try not to push your bottom back like you are in a child's pose. You want to keep your knees, your hips stacked above your knees. And then you're going to start to see if you can drop your head down here. Again, I've got my hips up in the air, my knees underneath my hips. And I'm going to bend my elbows to bring the hands above the head into prayer position. So already you might have some sensation here across the upper back, maybe to the triceps, wherever you feel it, notice how that feels. And then I want you to start to open your palms up. So keep the fingertips firmly pressed together, and imagine you've kind of got like a tennis ball between your palms, and you separate the palms and now really actively press those fingertips firmly together. Notice that engagement across the upper back. Breathe in and then exhale back into prayer. Breathe out. Good, 2 more. Open the palms wide but press the fingertips firmly together to engage across the upper back. Exhale, release, palms to prayer. 1 more. Press the fingertips firmly. Press them so the palms are apart. You feel that engagement in the upper back. And then exhale, release. Perfect. Nice and slowly reach the arms forwards, one at a time. Hands come down to the ground, removing your block now. And then if you've rolled up your mat, unroll your mat, come to slowly all fours position, and just take a few rolls out of your spine. So just notice how that feels. How does that feel in the upper back? How does that feel into your hips? You just spent a bit of time there unraveling. Good. And then we'll walk the hands forwards, tuck the toes, and arrive in your first downward facing dog pose. Good. So really spread through the fingertips, spread through the toes. Can you reach your hips to the sky? Reach your arms really long, but press the ground away from you. So rather than the sensation of sinking into the ground, can you push the ground away? Take a deep breath in. Nice, and a breath out. Let's slowly release the knees to the floor, and then slowly step your right foot forwards. Good. From there, we're just going to slowly press the hips forwards and then roll open your right hip. So you could come to the knife edge of your right foot and let that right heel peel its way open nice and slowly. Good. From there, gently inhale, peel open the right side. And then exhale, reach your right arm back and behind. Now if you can, look towards your fingertips and just start to slowly internally rotate that right shoulder. And then exhale, externally rotate. A couple of times. Now notice if you tend to just use your hand to rotate here. Can you really get the movement right from your shoulder joint? Back and forth, rounding, externally rotating. Good. Breathe in and then breathe out, pause. Stay put if this is enough, or you could start to bend the back knee and draw the heel towards your bottom. Good. Just keep turning your torso. Gently squeeze the heel to the bottom. Breathe in. Nice. And then breathe out nice and slowly. Windmill the hand all the way down. And you've got your hand on the instep of your knee here. Good. You're going to slowly press the back knee off the floor. Push the floor away from you so you're really engaged across the upper back. Hug the right knee to the chest. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Place right knee to right wrist to prepare for pigeon pose. So you're going to let the left knee stay up for a moment. Press the heel away so you're really active. You're right up onto the tips of your fingertips. Notice the sensation through your spine. So can you spread the load, active through that back leg. Breathe in. And then exhale, we're going to drop the back knee. We're going to walk the hands forwards. Again, if you need to, you could have a block here if you need. Just slowly letting the elbows come down. Good. And then we're either going to remove the block or you'll keep the block underneath your left elbow. And just keep the left elbow to the floor. Good. We're going to breathe in, take the right elbow back and behind, and exhale, right hand to your sacrum, your lower back. So gently just turning your torso here. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Option to reach that arm long, continuing with a few rounds of external and internal rotation. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, option if you wish to slowly bend the back knee, draw the heel to the bottom. Maybe there's a hold of the foot there as an option. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. We're going to slowly release the foot behind. Bring the hands forwards. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Push the ground away. Lift the back knee. Breathe in. And then breathe out slowly. Just walking back into downward dog. Good. Inhale, come forwards to a plank position. Exhale, lower knees. And then lower down with control. Good. From there, just slowly reach the arms forward. So we want to target again through that upper back, strengthening through the upper back for our back bends. So that posterior chain, you want to kind of reach the hands forwards, keep reaching the toes nice and long. And as you inhale, I want you to reach the hands forwards and imagine you're grabbing a strap and you're going to grip that strap. As you exhale, you're going to pull the strap wide as you can go, and then start to stretch it back so you're squeezing your elbows back, shoulder blades squeezed together, upper back strong. Let's do 3 of those. So inhale, reach forwards with your strap. Exhale, really engaging through that whole back body as you squeeze the elbows back. One more. Inhale, reach long, reach the toes back, and exhale, hug and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good. Release the hands, elbows hug back, and then inhale, a baby cobra. Spread the load, lower back, mid, upper back, everything working together. Good. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Lower the knees, slowly step left foot forwards. Good. We're going to peel open that left side. Let the left knee open, coming to that knife edge of your left foot. Good. And then just start to slowly allow your torso to turn to the left. Breathe in. Open that left palm. Breathe out. A couple of times here, working around that range of movement through your shoulder. So internal, external. Try not to let the hand do all the work. So really get in tune with moving through your shoulder joint. How does it feel compared to that other side? And then we're going to slowly draw heel to bottom. No bind just yet. So just continuing to get that front of that right hip flexor lengthened out. Breathe in Nice, and then slowly breathe out. Hands on the instep of your left foot. So from there, tuck the back toes, press the floor away from you, spread through the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the left knee to the chest. And then exhale, left knee to left wrist. We're back in our pigeon on the other side. So lift the back knee, keep it active through that back leg, reaching back up to the fingertips, even strong through your glutes. Take a breath in. And then take a breath out, lower the back knee. Find your block if you need it to lower your elbows too. Breathe. Breathe out. Keep right elbow where it is. And then peel open your left side. So we'll take the left hand to the back of the sacrum there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. This is maybe enough for you. Stay put. Or maybe you again want to explore a bit of that shoulder mobilizing. And then drawing right heel to buttocks. So if your hand meets the foot there, go ahead, take a hold, continuing to even press that right thigh, that quad right into the ground, get it active and strong. Breathe in. Good, and then slowly release, breathe out. Perfect, hands under shoulders. Push the ground away as you lift that left leg, left knee. Exhale, downward dog. Good, 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Let's lower the knees. Send the right foot forwards. Still continuing to get right into those legs, the upper back. So you've got your right foot on the outer edge of your mat. And this time we're going to walk the hands forwards as far as we can into lizard pose. If you can, lower the left elbow. And then start to walk your right hand, tiptoe those fingertips as far as you can into that left hand corner of your yoga mat. So you're taking that right hand, sorry if I said left, right hand across to the diagonal into that left corner of your mat. So what you're starting to feel here is that whole right side of your body lengthening. We want to really feel it into the lats, so those big back muscles. These are key players in our back bending. So reach the right hand long. I want you to come right onto the tips of your fingertips of that right hand. And also like we did before, imagine there's a tennis ball beneath that right hand. And then actively push the fingertips into the floor. So you wake up those lat muscles. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, one more breath. Inhale, push through the ground. And exhale, release. Nice and slowly, walk the hands back, push through the ground, plank pose, breathe in, and then breathe out, step that left foot forwards, other side. So you're going to release the back knee, left foot to the outer edge of your mat, and then just walk your hands as far forwards as you can. Right elbow to the ground. Reach the left fingertips to the top corner, right hand corner of your mat. And again, targeting those lats all across the side of your back there. Come right up onto the fingertips of the left hand. Find that tennis ball shape underneath the hand. And then actively push into the ground. Can you wake up those lat muscles as you press? Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, and again, press the fingertips to the floor. Breathe in. And release. Perfect, well done. Breathe out. Let's begin to slowly press up and away from the ground. And then slowly step back. Downward dog. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. From here, downward dog. Feet parallel, arms reaching long. Inhale, sweep the right leg up in the air. Exhale, bend the knee and draw the heel towards the buttocks. And then peel open that right side. Firmly press into your hands, breathe. And then option here to lower that left elbow. Try not to sink into that left elbow, no, actively push away from the ground. And then can you come up on your right fingertips? Find that cone-like shape. Actively press to the ground, breathe in. And breathe out, downward dog. Straighten the arms, breathe in, breathe out. left leg to the sky. Inhale, reaching up tall. Exhale, bend the knee, heel to the bottom. Peel open that left side, breathe in. Breathe out, press through the hands, and then can we lower right elbow? Again, try not to collapse here, so actively press away from the ground. And then can you come up onto your left fingertips? Breathe in. Breathe out, really long, lengthen through the lats, breathe. And slowly release, downward facing dog. Good, breathe in. And breathe out. Good. From here, we're going to tiptoe our feet forwards all the way to the top of our mat. Exhale, and then just fold over your thighs. Allow your back to round, your knees to bend. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Good. We're going to stack the spine, roll the spine up bone by bone, and allow the head to be the last thing to come up, nice and slow. Unravel your shoulders, stand tall, and breathe. Good. Let's get into a bit of flow now for this practice. So pressing into the ground, bring the hands together. You're going to interlace the thumbs, spread the fingertips like fans. Grip down through the toes, and when you're ready, inhale, reach up to the sky. So here is our little back bend. Can you spread the load into the legs, the glutes, lower back, mid back, upper back as you reach up? And then exhale, fold all the way to the ground. Good. Hands to the shins. Inhale, lift your chest. So this is a back bend as well. Can you lift the chest above the hips? And then exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to your plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower knees or lower through chaturanga. Good. We're going to squeeze those elbows back. Inhale, lift your heart, upward dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another breath. Inhale. Exhale. And again, breathe in. And breathe out. Looking forwards. Inhale, step, walk, hop or jump to the top. Breathing in. Exhale, fold. Let's interlace thumbs, spread the fingertips. Grip through the toes. Inhale, rise up into that back bend, spread the load. And then exhale, fold all the way to the ground again. Good. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to plank. Breathe in. Exhale, we can lower knees or chaturanga if that's in your practice. Inhale, lift your heart, your chest, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Press the ground away. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Looking forwards. Inhale, step, walk, hop or jump to the top. Lift your heart, your chest. Exhale, fold. Interlace thumbs. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Lift up. And then exhale, fold all the way to the ground. Good. Hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back to your plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe there's chaturanga or lowering the knees. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Feel equilibrium through your spine. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Take the feet together side by side. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, slowly step right foot forwards. Lower the back knee. We're going to inhale, rise up to our low crescent lunge. Exhale, flatten the back foot. Can you press into that back foot? So again, into our back bending, we want to spread the load through the whole body. Press into the floor. Strong through the legs. Inhale, interlace the fingers, keep the index finger free. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows back. Gently lift through your torso. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, can you lean your head into your hands? Good. Notice the sensation through your spine. Can you spread the load, get the upper back strong, lower back strong, everything working together. Breathe in. Good. And then breathe out nice and slowly. Release the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Left leg to the sky. Inhale, float the leg high. Exhale, stepping through to the top of your mat. Release the back knee. Inhale, float to the sky. And then exhale, really press that back foot down so you get that front of that right hip flexor long. Interlace the fingers, index finger free. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows and lean your head into your hands. Breathe in, into your back bend, lift your heart. Breathe out. Breathe in. Nice, and then slow and steady, release the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Really nice. Deep breath in, breath out. Vinyasa if you wish. Inhale, ripple forwards to plank. Exhale, lower knees, lower chest. Inhale, floating up to your back bend. Keep the spine in equilibrium. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, float right leg to the sky. Exhale, hug the knee forwards, step the right foot forwards, and then press away from the ground. Inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, find a little bit of buoyancy here. Good. We're going to inhale again, interlace fingers, index finger free. Exhale, bend the elbows. As we did before, lean the head into your hand. Press away from the ground, strong through the legs, upper back strong. As you breathe in, breathe out. Nice. Inhale, rising up. And then as you exhale, let the back heel peel open and open your arms wide, warrior two. Good. From there, we're going to slowly inhale, straighten the front leg, and then exhale, bend. As you inhale now, reach the right arm up into the air, left arm behind. And as you exhale, can you bend both elbows and begin to clench your fists behind your back? So squeeze the fists almost again like you're holding a strap like before, and you're engaging through those arm muscles. So we're being really active now into those arms, those shoulders. Breathe in and then let it all go. Exhale, warrior two. And again, inhale, straighten the front leg. Right leg to the sky, right arm, to the sky. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows, clench the fists. So we're not connecting or binding the fingers here. Breathe in, let it go. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, bend the front knee. Straighten the front knee, and exhale, bend the elbows, clench the fists. Bring the head back in space, breathe in. Good. And then as you breathe out, we're going to start to hover our torso over that front thighs into triangle pose. And then really slowly exhale, let right hand come to meet the shin, maybe the thigh or to the ground, wherever you're at there. And we're going to take the top arm rather than straight up to the air, windmill it and reach it to skim the side of that left ear. I want you to get as much length as you can all through your lats into the side of your body, the back of your body. Breathe in, press into your right big toe joint, the right little toe, the heel, and actively feel the kneecap lift there. Good. Breathe in. And then slowly when you're ready, just start to look towards the top of your mat. Windmill the left hand down, bring the right hand to the floor. So tiptoe your left foot forward slowly. And then bring your hands ahead of your right foot. So you want to have a bit of space between your foot and your hands. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Tiptoe that back foot forwards and then just really hover your weight forward. So what you want to start to do is stack your shoulders directly over the wrist. So a couple of bunny hops here. This is great prep for getting those lats nice and strong for your back bending. You're going to sweep that left leg up into the air. Try and get those shoulders directly over the wrist. This is key, getting those shoulders over. And then bend into your right knee. So you're going to try and keep that left leg as straight as you can. And then gentle bunny hops. Doesn't have to be much, just a gentle lift up, enough to get those shoulders strong on your upper back. Those lats engaged, couple more. Bending the supported leg, that left leg reaching up into the air, and then step forwards, fold. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale. Nice. Start to slowly roll your spine up, bone by bone. Feel your heart pumping from that as well. Good. So standing tall at the top of your mat, you've got your right foot rooted down. Now big toe, little toe, heel. Hug your left knee into your chest. From there, reach the arms up into the air, interlace your fingers, and then exhale, draw the heels back, heel of the palms back. Breathe in. Can you let your head lean into the hands? And then breathe out. We're going to glide the left knee back in space. Good. From here, inhale, press away from the ground, working through that back bend if you can, this version of dancer's pose. Heel to the bottom, exhale. Breathe in. And then breathe out. You're going to slowly reverse that, round the spine, bring the elbows to your knee. And again, inhale, elbows to the sky. Draw the knee back in space. Exhale, heel to bottom, head to hands. Breathe in, reverse. Round your spine, exhale. One more. Inhale, elbows to the sky. Exhale, draw the heel to the bottom. Breathe in, unravel. Press the elbows to the knee, exhale, round your spine, really slow. Release the feet. Inhale, reach up, float the hands up. And then exhale, fold all the way down to the ground. Nice, take the hands to the shins, halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the hands down, exhale, step back to plank. Breathing in here. Maybe exhale, lower knees or chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend of choice, spread the load. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great, breathe in, breathe out. If you need a child's pose, just add one in here if need be. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Slowly, when you're ready, inhale, float left leg into the air. Exhale, step that left leg through to the bottom. Good. Start to fire up through the legs. Inhale, float the arms up into the air. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out. Settle into a high lunge. And then interlace fingers. Reach the index finger up to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend the elbows. Lean your head into your hands. Press away from the ground, equilibrium for your spine. So get the upper back working, those glutes on, everything starting to help to spread the load of the back bend. Breathe in. And then breathe out. We'll slowly peel open the arms, left heel down, warrior two. Gaze into the distance, breathe in, breathe out. Nice, we're going to inhale, straighten the left leg, reach the left arm to the sky. And then exhale, bend both elbows and clench the fists behind your back. So active range of movement there without binding, clenching those fists, imagining you're squeezing something. Breathe in. And then release, exhale, warrior two. Good, and again, inhale, left leg reach, straightens, left arm to the sky. Exhale, bend the elbows, clench the fists. Breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. One last time. Inhale, straighten the leg, left arm to the sky. Exhale, bend the elbows, clench the fist, bring the head back in space. Breathe in. And then breathe out here. You're going to slowly hinge over your torso over your left thigh. Windmill the left hand down. Triangle pose. Right hand to the sky. Try to not sink here into that left side, so actively push away from the ground. And then windmill the right arm long, skimming the side of your ear so you get all that lovely length through your right side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Start to look to the top of your mat. Windmill the right hand forwards. Windmill the left hand down. Just make sure that you've got some space between your fingers and your left foot, and tiptoe that right foot forwards. Ground your palms so we start to shift the weight forwards. Forwards over the hands there. So shoulders over wrists. Inhale, float the right leg to the sky. Good. Little bend into that left knee and some bunny hops. So float the right leg up, stack shoulders over wrists, actively pressing the ground away so we get those shoulders really strong onto the back body. And then step forwards and release. Big forward fold, breathe in and breathe out. Well done. Just start to slowly roll your spine up bone by bone. Release your shoulders. Well done. Again, feeling that heart pumping there. Final time here now. We press into the left foot, spread the toes. Inhale, float the right knee to your chest. Exhale. Good. Float the hands to the sky, interlace fingers. Index finger free. Breathe in. And then breathe out, bend the elbows. Lean your head into your hand, breathe in. And then breathe out, slide and glide that right knee back. Start to hug the heel to the bottom, breathe in. And then unwinding that, breathe out, hug elbows to knee, round your spine. Inhale, elbows to the sky. Oop. Exhale, heel to bottom. Again, don't think about how big you can go, but think about that stability of the lower limbs, the strength through the lower back, the mid, upper back. Exhale, round your spine. Elbows to knee. Last time. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, draw heel to bottom. Squeeze the bottom, breathe in. And then exhale, slowly unwind, elbows to knee. Release the feet. Inhale, float the hands up to the sky. And hands to your heart. Well done. Take your feet as wide as your mat here. Roll out your hips, a little sway, a little wiggle, whatever feels good. Loosen up there. And then we're going to lower ourselves through a squat to come to sit. So feel free to use your hands. Feel free to want to challenge yourself. Lower without your hands. Good. So we're going to slowly take ourselves down to lie onto our mat. So roll the spine down, bone by bone. Allow yourself to find that ground again beneath you. Wiggle out the hips. Good. So hands reaching alongside your body, drawing the chin lightly towards the chest, back of the neck nice and long. And then we're going to slowly float the hips off the ground into our bridge pose. So lengthen the thigh bones long, press into the toes, breathe in. And then nice and slowly breathe out, allow your spine to release down, bone by bone. Good. A second bridge pose, so peel your spine off the mat nice and slowly. Notice how the spine feels. Press down through the back of the head, the shoulders, reaching through into the toes. Breathe in. And then nice and slow, breathe out, releasing with control. Third option here, taking another bridge. Maybe you interlace the fingers beneath your back. Or do you want to try your wheel pose now? We've spent a fair amount of time lengthening the front of the legs, the quads, the hips, the glutes, and then we've worked a lot on getting that upper body strength. So let's give it a go. So we're going to take the hands either side of the ears, and like we were doing before, getting those elbows up into the sky. If you can really feel like your elbows are splaying out wide like so, then maybe you could just try and change your hand position a little bit there. Take them a little bit wider maybe to accommodate that. Also, you may find taking the feet a little bit wider if your hips are generally quite tight. So you can play around with that for your body. Everybody's going to be a bit different with that. So pressing the hands into the ground, pushing the ground away, actively pushing into your feet. You're going to take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, like a push up into the ground, reach the heart up and press into the ground there. Breathe in. Breathe out, spread the load. For me, I find it helps when I come up on my tiptoes a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Amazing. And then as you exhale, really steady, letting the head reach to the ground. Rolling the spine down, bone by bone. Well done. Just come to find a neutral spine. Just allow the weight of the hips to release down. Everybody coming to lie down, and just allow a moment to settle. Notice the experience that you've experienced from the back bend, the sensation, the energy that you've created. Good. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. From there, let your knees hug to your chest. Squeeze your knees in and lightly rock on your back, side to side. So after a back bend, it feels quite nice to take a little twist. So you can let your feet roll to the floor. Let the knees roll over to the right side. Open the arms wide like cactus arms. And just breathe lots and space into that left side. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Sweep the knees to the center. Breathe in. And the knees over to the left. Head to the opposite side. Exhale. Breathe all into that right side. Breathe. And breathe out. Nice. Slowly roll the knees back through center. Take a moment to pause. Exhale. And then just now taking your final resting pose, letting the feet reach to the two corners of your mat. Let your arms open away from your body. A gentle rock of the head, side to side. And if you have time here, just settle in, close the eyes. Allow yourself to drop the weight of the body down. Notice the feeling you feel in your body from this experience of the practice. Notice the feeling of your breath. Allow everything to slow down now. Nowhere to go, nowhere to rush to, just taking a few moments for you to just simply slow down now. Breathing with ease. Breathing out. Let the body feel heavy but soft and relax. few more moments. Beginning now to take a deeper breath in and a long breath out. Notice how you're feeling here. And just awaken to your surroundings, the sounds you may notice around you. Sensations of any smells, any colours, any taste as you swallow, lubricate your throat. And then the sensation of touch as you let your head lightly rock side to side on the mat. Just the weight of your head, and then moving your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles, these joint-rich areas of the body, sending those signals to your brain, waking up again. Reach the arms up overhead and together take a deep inhale, fill up your whole body and stretch. And exhale, release. Good. Take the knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug and a squeeze and a big thank you to your body for what it can do, what it has done today. Well done. Carefully rolling to your side. Making your way up to sit. Well done. Namaste.